Welcome to another video. In this episode, we're gonna talk about the rat race. Oftentimes, we find ourselves just doing the same thing over and over and over. But we were put on this earth with a purpose. Everybody has a spirit and a soul. Everybody does. But we have that limited mindset that we have to change it. In order for you to change that mindset, you have to go with people that are doing better than us, people that are motivating us, people that are achieving their goals and inspire us to do better. In order for us to do better, we have to work on it day by day. We have to be consistent, persistence on it. We can't just quit. Sometimes it's hard. Even when you went to school, junior high, high school, it was hard sometimes to go to exam. You weren't be prepared. You wasn't even prepared for it, and it was hard. But anyways, as you go with life on your on your 20s, you think the world is yours. As you get a little older, you're kind of getting more knowledge, wisdom, more, I would say, kind of learning from many other people that are doing great. And one thing is to know knowledge, but if you don't do any action about it, to either start a small business or do any kind of hobby that you like, you're just living in a cage because you're trapped. I don't know what the word to say, but it seems like, are you happy with what you're doing? Or you're just doing it because somebody's telling you to do it? I quit my job almost 7 years ago, and it hasn't been any better. It was probably the greatest decision that I ever made, but I had to go through a lot of struggles, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of humiliation. I had to start from zero, from the scratch. I had nothing, just with the little bit that I had to start it with it. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of equipment to start, but you got to start. That's the first thing. But if you're just lacking from thinking, letting every year go and pass, it's like you're literally wasting it. Time is valueless. And you got to stay motivated, hang out with the right people. It's got to be some ups and downs, It's got to be negative people out there that are trying to lower your vibe, but you got to vibrate high, It's hard because nobody has the same mindset. Their mindset may be limited, and you could spend the words here and there, and if they don't understand what you're really talking about, you're literally talking to the wrong people. You're not wasting your time, you're just talking to the wrong people. So you have to have, like a power, authority to say what you really mean to say, and start new chances, new opportunities, ways how to advertise, ways how to manage financials, your money, ways how to buy property, maybe buy land, something. You just got to start with what you have. That's the first thing. So anyways, another thing I would like to talk about is there's people that are not happy with their job. I keep saying this, but yeah, they're just hate it. They just don't feel they're losing their identity by their boss, by their co-worker. And they have to look themselves, like their circle. What kind of people they're hanging around with? It could be the circle that you're hanging around with, that's your cage. So you don't really, succeed. You don't really do one step forward. You're just stuck. So sometimes, you're feeling stuck. In order for you to get out of that swamp, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And you don't have to be disrespecting nobody. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. And all you could do is just be you, be authentic, be unique. Everybody was born with a big talent. And all I can say is that try to think what you're good at, manifest it to the universe, pray God in the morning, let him answer all your questions, because we can't do it all by myself. I cannot do that. it's hard for me. Sometimes I need help from the universe, from good people, from the world is so big that we just sometimes we don't even believe there's billions of opportunities there. Even for you to be born, what's a billion? One in a billion opportunities for you to be born. So if you're on this earth, especially the middle ages, like 35, 40s, um, you have to find a way how to be happy. Um, Try to find what you're good at and just start. If you fail, then well, at least you try. But persistence, you got to be persistent. You got to keep trying. And if it didn't work, don't quit. Just try another way. And if it didn't work, try it another way. That's how a good soccer team becomes really good team, by just like practicing more, try to do more, like harder, smarter, and just keep going. But the thing is, don't stop. Sometimes I don't even feel motivated either. It's hard to, even if you don't feel like it, you're not in the right mood. We live off of emotions. You get mad, sad, angry, grumpy, you're cranky in the morning. It's terrible. But sometimes you're happy, you're motivated, and yeah, just little by little. But my message to do is, for today, would be do things that you love with the bottom of your heart. Once you know that you love that job, you don't hate it no more. You're passionate about it. It becomes something that you start really appreciating, the good things that you do, the people, everything goes pretty good. And you don't just do it because of money just comes as a good consequences of it. But thing is, you got to start somewhere. And yeah, if you're not happy with that 9 to 5, forget about the rat race. You got to do something about it. You can't just be following the crowd. I'm not going against nobody that works hard, but yeah, it's got to be some potential. If you want to open any kind of business, small business, just start and invest something. Try to invest in your life, in your family, in your future, because you can't just be dwelling on inflation, on the government, blaming on the everything that happens around. We cannot control it. That's external kind of thing. Like the war and everything. It's just drain. It's an energy drain. That's why I don't really like to talk about that much about politics, religion. Just do your thing, follow your path, and God bless you. Take care. You all have a blessed, beautiful afternoon.